Good morning and welcome to another beautiful MimiQA morning, and the glorious sunshine is out at Tynemouth Station as I'm walking around juggling an iPad because it's still a bit chilly. I'm going to go live on our TikTok session in a short while. Just want to start off by saying sorry for all of those who were waiting for a recording to come out last Sunday. It didn't come out till about Thursday, so huge apologies. I think life got in the way. I think sometimes life gets in the way, so I do apologise. But it came out, and we had some amazing stuff coming out, and in fact still being edited and coming out. We have some awesome perfect order. We have some awesome pulls from that set. In fact, some of those items are available this week. So also starting the TikTok session now. So good morning for those of you on the TikTok session just coming in now. It's a little bit chilly. I said on the recording this morning it is a little bit chilly. But we are here again at Tynemouth Market. We have lots of Perfect Order with us today. So if you like the new set of Perfect Order, come down and get some stuff. You know what? Some of the cards are great. Some of you may not like some of the big hits. I think sometimes people do it for the scalp. People do it for the huge hits. But actually, it's quite a nice set when you break it down. Some of those cards are really nice, and actually the prices currently are reflecting a set that's actually quite popular. So it's a small set. Maybe people want to finish smaller sets. I think that's probably quite attractive. So if you are into the smaller Pokemon sets, then Perfect Order is really good. We have lots of cards from that set this morning. I've got loads of cards, singles, open up loads of booster boxes. So we've got, you could probably finish the entire set, I imagine, with all of the stuff that I got today. Some of the bigger hits, we did manage to get the gold Zygarde, so that was great. So that's got into a small temporary collection with all of the gold cards from the Mega series. We have the Mega Starmie SIR. That's a beautiful card, and again, that is for sale. We have, what was the other ones? It's too early in the morning. I'm trying to remember card names, and it's really difficult. We've got 2 of the SIR Meowths for sale today, so you can come down and grab that. Again, a very popular card. I imagine probably one which is a long-term up. And what was the other one? Yeah, the Rosa. The Rosa's card, that SIR card is brilliant. It's got a little Pikachu mug that she's carrying in there. So again, those sorts of cards are quite popular. But yeah, it's all good. It's all go. I think we had, out of the sort of 12 booster boxes, we've managed to get 6 sort of big cards, 5 SIRs and 1 gold card. So yeah, really happy with that. And the other SIR was actually the Mega Zygarde SIR. As well as the gold, we got the SIR too, which is an amazing card. I think it's probably the Chase. I don't know what it is, that massive Pokemon thing carrying a cannon. But good morning to everybody in TikTok world. I started that as I was recording here and doing a little bit of an intro. I'm having to put my glasses on today before the market stall because I am so tired. Do I buy cards on eBay? No, Cloudy667. I will trade. If you come down to Tynemouth Market, I can offer trades. But I usually point people to Northumbrian Tin Soldier and North Shields. So get yourself down to North Shields and get yourself down Northumbrian Tin Soldier. Or just come down to the market on a Sunday. There's lots of people who actually buy cards. I don't, unfortunately. Am I in a queue? No, I'm in a big station. I'm actually in a market. So all these market stalls here are going to be filled with lots and lots of market goers. It goes beyond those stairs you see there in the distance and sort of doubles in size. And then there's stuff on the other side of the station as well. So it's a huge station. So Silent FX, I am not in a queue. Probably think I'm a scalper now. No, I've already got my stuff. I'm just trying to sell it today. So this market sells everything from sort of food, antiques. Obviously there's a few Pokemon stores, that's why I'm sort of down here. I sell Magic the Gathering and other TCGs as well. But yeah, everything that you could expect to find at a decent market, you'll absolutely find down here. So the food is probably one of the biggest drivers to get down to here. Lots of different sort of fancy stalls. But the antiques you get down here are really great. So I think it originally started as like an antique market. So yeah. And Shark there saying, nice hat, bro. Oh, thank you very much. I do I do quite like this hat. I've actually got a couple of hats for sale. If you come down to Tynemouth Market, to be fair, I may have to... Sorry about that. I may have to buy one of my hats because mine's starting to get a bit worn. So I may have to buy one of my 2 remaining hats from myself. This one's getting a bit dirty. So yeah, have I got any packs for sale? Yeah. I mean, I've got. I have some perfect order packs for sale today, actually, as well as I've got some One Piece packs. I've got some Gundam packs. I've got some Magic the Gathering packs. I have lots of different packs that I bring down with me today. So I've got a limited amount, and I can only get a whole of limited stuff. So especially perfect order, it's still in the pre-release window. So I can sell packs in that pre-release window. I mean, they are going to be slightly more expensive, but you are getting them early. So so I've got the perfect order packs for sale today. So Lee B is saying they need a Burger King boxes. Can I source? No, sorry. I mean, Lee, I do this as a hobby. You see, Unfortunately, I have a day job. Who would have thought a guy walking around in an empty station this morning as people are setting up? Who would have thought I've got a day job? I wish I could make money on here. Guys, send me loads of money so I can. Do I sell them MSRP? I'm afraid not, Silent, because I buy them for MSRP. You see, so I do. I do apologise. I've got to turn them around. So, what I don't open, I just out of all the boxes that I buy, I just sort of sell the packs. I don't scalp. I don't hold on to them. But I've got to make a couple of quid on a pack, right? But yeah, no, I try and bring up opportunities. So in this window where there are no sort of packs available for that particular set, I'll go in and do them. Once the set's released, I usually kind of hold back because people, I'll point people to the local game stores, so help support local. But once local game stores are out, I'll try and get what I can, and I'll try and source some stuff for you guys to buy. So, yeah, hello, welcome. So Lee Beeson, you've got a guy who wholesales. Oh no, I'm fine. I've got a few different people. I've got a guy in the US who does me some nice stuff early, so I'm happy with that. I've got guys, because English stuff makes its way to Europe as well. So I've got some great stuff that sort of comes from different places. But again, I do this as a hobby, so I only open like 12 boxes or something, and then I've got a few more boxes that I put to one side for you guys who come to the stall. So. It's all good. Dwayne Pipeski says, I bought 3 Gyarados from this man a few months ago. Genuine bloke, reasonable price. Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne Pipeski. If you... I'll slip you the card later as payment. No. Come say hello. Thank you very much. I do love it. Great. Wow. Okay, we've got loads of people joining in this morning. What are you guys doing up this early? Is it because it's bright? Is it because there's birds tweeting at the window? Is it because there's a noisy neighbour who's just woke up this morning? Was it me walking down the street with my marker trolley and jingling as I go down the road? Yeah, probably. I'll walk back towards my trolley, and you can see how the market stall looks when it's all packed up. I've got a big bag that goes on my back, and I've got one of those trolleys with 6 wheels, so it goes up and down stairs. Dwayne Powski says, what time's the market open? I think it's officially open between sort of 9 and half 9. I think its official time's 9:30, but I've always got people at my stall at 9 wanting to get dibs on some of the first cards. So if you are down at 9, I'm not going to stop you. I may still be unpacking some stuff, but I'm certainly not going to stop you. And it closes, I think people start packing up at about 3 o'clock-ish. So if you can get down sort of between between 10 and 2, but between sort of 11 and 1, it's obviously its busiest window, and we have a good few waves, and it does get crazy busy. So if I don't get time to talk to you because it is busy, I do apologise. It gets absolutely heaving. So let's see my stall as it's packed up behind. There you go. That's all it is, and it unpacks somehow onto those 4 tables there. So there you go. Yeah, it's somehow. That little trolley there with all that stuff in those boxes, it unpacks onto those 4 tables, and then you get to see what's in the pictures. So there you go. And I don't know who put the sticker on here. I don't know who put the sticker on here. I think we may know him. The beard was here. I don't know who that is. I think I know who that is. But yes, we've got some sneaky stickers. Certainly not my beard. So there we go. But I'm just the north side of platform 2. So as you walk in, this is one of the other doors. Oh, and you'll get in case you see the metros. Here we go. There's a metro coming in. I imagine some people are going to see the Newcastle game today. So if you want to escape the madness of the city, this is a place to come. Look at that. Great. I'm like a proper weird train spotter with a Pokemon hat on. I don't get it. But yeah. So you will absolutely enjoy the market if you've never been down before. You know what? There are people who live locally here who sometimes don't even know that there's a market here. But it gets absolutely busy here. And it attracts some of the best stall holders. It's definitely one of the best markets around. So yeah, so welcome. So what have I got today? So if you missed the start of the stream, I have loads of perfect order that's opened up today. I've got absolutely loads of the things. I have every probably common and uncommon card that you would need in the set. So if you do want to pretty much finish the set, I do commons and commons for like 30 cards for £1. If you went 1 or 2 cards over, it's fine. So it's only an 80 odd card set. So I imagine for like £1 or £2, you could pretty much sort of do it for the commons and uncommons. And the shiny cards, hollows, reverse hollows, I do like £5 for £1. You know, it's just a flat rate. It saves. There could be more expensive ones in there for all I know. I think some of the trainer cards can be quite expensive. I try to reduce people to a play set only. Otherwise, they end up taking all of the cards that all of the kids, collectors, and other gamers want. So I normally do put a enforced no more than 1 player set, please, because sometimes people sell them, right? They come to me, they grab the cards because I'm doing them quite cheap, and then they try and sell them on to kids and game stores. And GFOW16 says, where's the market? It's Tynemouth Market. So Tynemouth, in the mouth of the River Tyne. It's just on the outskirts of sort of Newcastle, North Shields, Tynemouth Market. It's actually in a metro station. So this thing here is an old Victorian era style station that they restored a while back. And it honestly, there is way more stalls than what I can kind of show. I don't know if I go to the edge of the fence, you may or may not be able to see the scale of the station. Hold on, if I do this, let's see. You probably can't get the scale. Nah, never mind. But yeah, there's stuff on that side, down the far side, this side, and there's stuff all the way around there. So it is huge. It is huge. So if you've never been here before, it's worth doing. In fact, Google it. Google Tynemouth Market. Do loads of searches. Find their Facebook page. I think it's Tynemouth Markets or Tynemouth_market on Facebook, and Tynemouth Markets on Instagram. I don't know what their TikTok is. I don't know if they do TikTok. But you'll see loads. If you just search for Tynemouth Market, you will get absolutely loads of stuff, I imagine. So Walker Cards saying love Tynemouth Market. I might have a pop along today. Come down, and you'll see me with my daft hat on, I'm sure. Walker Cards. I've got pretty much every single card from Perfect Order, so come down. But I know that card market is down today, so I had to get all my prices last night. For Magic the Gathering cards, I'm going to have to use TCG Player or something like that, so it'll be quite an interesting one today. We will absolutely see how that one goes. Towards the back end of the day, card market might start working, but early on it's gonna be a bit rubbish. But yeah, come down, Walker Cards. In fact, if anybody's seen me on this live, come down and say hello, and I'll give you a couple of shiny cards from Perfect Order for free. There we go. All good. As it's starting to get a bit noisy, I may have to walk up somewhere else in this station. So Walker Cards, your girlfriend just moved there from Kent. Oh wow, yeah, bring them down. Come say hello. Obviously, as you know, there's more than just me. There is other stall holders too, so you'll be absolutely able. People moving tables. Grr. How dare they get ready for their market day? But nope, that's actually the flower stall. So if you want to come down for some flowers, they'll be moving in with all of their flower stuffs. So that's absolutely great. There is no need. There is no need. But yeah, it's good. They're making the right noise this morning. Okay. I'll try and get somewhere where it's not noisy this morning. I'll try and get down this far end. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you need to get out of bed. Oh yeah, you know what? Well, we're open till, we're here till sort of people start packing away at 3. So I normally start packing the stalls slowly from about 3 o'clock. But technically, you can still get stuff until 3:30. But usually people are wanting to sort of drive away, wheel away at that sort of time. So yeah, if you try and get down before 3, it's usually quite good. But yeah, no, enjoy your sleep. Enjoy the nice rest. I mean, it is very fresh this morning. Very, very, very fresh. It is a bit chilly. I think we're going to have a bit less sun than yesterday, but it's underneath this lovely roof, and I think whatever sun comes out, it sort of traps the heat in here. So it's quite cool. It's very, very cool. Yeah, well, I hope she has a good time no matter what you do today. Walker's cards. So wow, cool. Wow. Okay, we've only been going for 15 minutes so far, but yeah, I think people are starting to set up early today. It's it's really, 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 really fun to sort of set up. I keep getting people coming in saying, just Charlie goes, love the hat, mate. Thank you very much. This is a MimiQ, for those who don't know, number 778. This hat is probably the most migging hat, I think, after a while. Unfortunately, it gets a bit discoloured over the years. It's not the right colour, but it kind of fits because it's a MimiQ, right? A MimiQ has like a sack over its head, so it kind of looks like it's supposed to be like that. And I also stick some pins in, so I stick loads of pins in, and you can see the remnants of where I've had pinholes and all sorts. But I may have to invest in a new hat. Yeah, exactly, Walker Cards. Yeah, you stand out. So Charlie says, just turned 18 today. I'm off to buy the Gen 1 Lego sets. Oh wow, Charlie. I mean, boom, you're straight in there. But happy birthday, Charlie. Do I sing happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Look like a tomato. No. Happy birthday. Well done, Charlie. Well, good. Have a great day. I mean, especially if you're buying some Lego sets. I wish, I wish I could afford all the Lego. I have way too much Pokemon to afford Lego. That is another crazy one. Sing louder. No, that's bad. You don't want me to sing. It's scare the little viewers away who I do tend to get. So I need more than 1 or 2 viewers. Me singing is not gonna attract sort of viewers. So, well, happy birthday, Charlie, and I hope you have an amazing day. And whatever you do, choose to do today with your loved ones. Go to the Lego store. Oh, imagine that. I remember those days back in the day. I am not that old, by the way. But back in the day. Well, yes. Oh my goodness. And this car park here at the other end. I'm going to show you a car park that. Wow, how interesting is this? I'm showing you a car park. But this will be full of stall holders once they let them all in. You see everyone wheeling stuff in, I think, somewhere. There you go. Wheeling stuff in, ready to go. And it's good. It's only going to get noisier, yeah. Ooh, a car park, exactly. Yeah. I've got to go down this end because it's too noisy. I don't know if you can hear. You might not be able to hear on the TikTok world, but I think the people on the podcast world are probably tuned out about now because there's that much background noise going on as I'm recording here. Look there you go. That's how the fancy podcast works. So the podcast is MimiQA, MimiQA, and it's just me just ranting like this on these market mornings. It is really, really, really that great. I used to do it for like an hour beforehand. We used to sit in a car. In fact, the early podcasts will have us just sat in the car waiting to come in, and we would be here at like 5:30 in the morning just to get the queue, just so we could park where that trailer is there outside that gate, just so we could park right there, be the first people in at 8 o'clock. So be sat there from like 5:30 till 8 o'clock. And I thought, I started talking to people on TikTok, and they were like, well, you need to do a podcast. And I was like, yeah, let's do a podcast. And then, for the last, maybe I've done a podcast. Or for the last 6 months, probably I've done a podcast. And, it's interesting. It's got me to learn stuff. So, am I selling card packs today? Yes, I will be selling from the Pokemon world. I have perfect order packs, so I will be doing them. They're going to have to be like £7 a pack though, unfortunately. I'm sure people can wait to get the MSRP packs from local card stores, but unfortunately I buy them in MSRP. So, and I've got lots of singles. So I've got binders and binders and binders of singles. I've got everything from vintage all the way through to that latest set perfect order. So how I operate as this hobby is that I will get I will buy whatever I can MSRP. I will smash it all open, and then I will just kind of like sell the singles. So I really don't make any money, because whatever goes back from the sales, whatever comes back in goes to the next set. So that's how it works. That's why I've got to have a day job. Sadly, I've got a day job. Yes, and then people say, "Oh, you must make money off videos." I make like a penny, I think, off TikTok, if that. Oh, but yeah, maybe one day, right? I think I'm too old. I think I'm too old for this game. But no. So yes, I've got loads of card singles today. I've got 2 top loader binders with loads and loads of sort of the modern singles in, ranging from sort of £5 to a couple £100, the singles. I've got nothing that goes into the thousands of pounds, so I don't tend to carry that. I got graded cards as well. I've got some Ace 10, so certainly modern cards, Ace 10, so some really, really, really nice ones. I also do mystery packs. I don't know, what am I doing there? Oh no, I think I've just done an invite. Oh no, I didn't mean to do an invite, sorry for those. Oh wow, AI has now said I'm also ranting. Oh, thanks AI. Ranting about setting up a market and answering viewers' questions. Wow, thanks AI. I do apologise if I've just sent someone there an invite to join. So you might have a random co-host. I've got no idea who it is. I'm so sorry. I think my fingers are too big and chunky for Sunday mornings. Oh my goodness. So I've got AI ranting at me. Yeah, you stream as well, Walker Cards. You say you stream, the feeling. We just don't stream on here. Yeah, no. You know what? I used to do streams on Instagram, and then they introduced new rules about having like thousands and thousands of followers, and I'm like, oh, I haven't got the time. So we stream sometimes on Facebook, and TikTok's really great. TikTok's a really great and easy platform to do all this sort of stuff. So, yeah, TikTok's a great platform for this. A little bit of fun, helps me do some recordings. 20-30 minute recordings, and for the podcast, so people can listen in. So people are asleep and they do miss it. They can tune in. They can find out about their lovely day. They can find out about what's happening. So what is happening? So I did miss the pre-release directly for Perfect Order. Well, I managed to get to one event, but I did obviously manage to get lots and lots of packs. So we opened those. I've got loads of videos even from Ascended Heroes that I've not published yet. But I've got loads of big hits from Perfect Order, so that's great, as well as all of the beautiful, anything from the 30 for a pound cards right up to the, the hundreds of pounds cards. But we've also got the packs. What else have we got coming up? Well, I think there's more Ascended Hero stuff, isn't there? I think coming up. And we've also got the first partner collections. So I might see if I can get 1 or 2 of those things. However, I'm probably going to have to start saving up for the next Pokemon set. So what is the next Pokemon set? It's Chaos Rising is the next set, I believe the name is. It's the one with, I think, the Greninja hanging upside down is the chase card. You know what? Zygarde with a big cannon for this one. You got Greninja hanging upside down, flying on a disc for the next one. They are getting a little bit silly now with their Pokemon. I mean, we've even started reprinting cards that are just keys, Clef Key and so on, great. But... and the Vanillish, the ice cream, so we're starting to see those cards come back around. So I think we're starting to see the silly era of Pokemon come back out. Bobs says loves the hats. Oh wow, great, cool. Thank you very much, Bobs. I actually sell these hats, but I probably need to buy another one. So Luke, these sets are coming out way too quick. Yeah, you know what? You're right, but I mean they have done it for a long time now, so we can't say that we can't say that we're not expecting it unless you're just getting into the hobby and then you realise how mad it is. But since Sword and Shield was absolutely bonkers, I think, for this. But it has just got worse. But the Pokemon Company are really stepping it up because it's the 30th anniversary, so they're going to be spamming their cards left, right, and centre, trying to make a few quid. So, absolutely crazy. Bob says my daughter has one. I got given it by a seller at a card show. Oh, how cool is that? I mean, that's obviously their job. I've got a day job. I wish I could afford this hat. You know what? I actually got given this hat from a TCG Play Store. So I got given this hat from Northumbrian Tin Soldier in North Shields. They were like, "You need a hat to stand out at the market." I was like, "Oh, thank you." So they give me this. How nice was them? A really, 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 really great store. Walker Card saying, do Newcastle Card Show? No, I mean, it's the whole day job thing again. I've got to have a solid presence here at Tynemouth Market, because if I don't, and people come here and I'm not here, oh, you should hear them. You should absolutely hear them if I'm not here in my stall on a Sunday. So I've got to tell people when I'm going on holiday. But no, I don't tend to do card stalls again. If this was my day job, then I absolutely probably would. But unfortunately, it's not. I would love to take us to the next level and do sort of card shows and stuff. But I think when you do card shows, your prices have got to get a bit silly on card shows. You know, I think they've got to get expensive, and that's when because it's not my day job. It's like, I don't want to be charging people too much. But you know, so the market's kind of a good halfway house for me. It's comfortable in terms of, you know, the level I'm at. But I'm not at that professional level yet. So. It's a DXRTY_MX0. So you guys were crazy names. Do I do EUIC? No, I don't, unfortunately. Bob's asking which market. Well, I'm at Tynemouth Market. So it's a beautiful, beautiful Victorian era station. It's a huge station, and I'm here gassing off to you guys 20 minutes before the market holders are allowed in. A few people come in with food and stuff early. And they can start setting up early, and the people who sort of help out with the wider sort of market. But people like me, I'm not allowed to set up until 8 o'clock. So come the 8 o'clock ding, the 8 o'clock ding dong, they just open the floodgates and we all just come in. So, you played to the EUIC. Wow, well done. Where did you come? Oh, wow, well done. I think that's Dirty Mix. I want to say Dirty Mix looking at your name. So, but I mean, that's how the podcast is going to have it recorded. Dirty Mix. But well done. No, congratulations. Walker Cars, you've got to get the kids to breakfast. Yeah, we'll have. Well, I hope they have a nice breakfast. So we're going to have a lovely hearty breakfast, and then you can have a lovely lunch down here at Tynemouth Market. So I will see you later. Come say hello. I hope it's not too busy, because it can get absolutely rammed. So I hope I do have a few minutes just to chat, but it can get very, very silly. So if you see me stressed, we're running around trying to get people card prices. I do apologise in advance. I absolutely apologise in advance. But yes, great. So yes, we'll see you down later on. So thank you very much. Morning, Dino. Morning. So what generous act have you been doing this week, Dino? Who have you been dressing up this week, Dino? Yeah, have a good day, Walker's Cards. Have a good day. I'll see you guys later. I've probably got a couple of minutes before I've got to go myself, and we'll try and make the half an hour mark. We will absolutely try to make that half an hour mark today. So I've got 2.5 minutes to go. You haven't yet, Dino? Ooh, okay, Dino. That's not like you. You're normally sort of helping ill children or something, Dino. What's going on? You've stepped it back. No, I'm jesting. It's probably too early in the morning to jest, right? You're the Riddler next week. Oh, that'll be great. Remember, get some pictures, get loads of pictures, put them up there. I'm hoping the suit's not too tight, if you know what I mean. It's rude to point from either upstairs or downstairs. But, oh goodness, people tuning in now going, I thought this was a family friendly stream. I hope it is. I don't tend to swear, sadly. But anyway, moving along very, 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 very swiftly. But yeah, no, I hope you've had a really good time with us this morning. For those who have tuned in to hear about some of the polls, hear about the perfect order sets. It's going to be a crazy few weeks. I know I've got some Star Wars stuff coming up tomorrow at Northumbrian Tin Soldier. So if you want to come along and learn some Star Wars, come down to Northumbrian Tin Soldier. We're actually doing a pre-release for one of the older sets, Legends of the Force. They've got a good deal from their distributor. So we're doing Legends of the Force pre-release at only £18, which is pretty cool. So you get all those packs for £18. So it's absolutely great. Morning, Hagster. Morning. And Dino's saying he's the ice cream man on Friday. Wow. You know what? As soon as someone says that they're the ice cream man, there was. This is supposed to be family friendly, okay? So I'll put this across nicely. It was an advert for Squatty Potty, and it was a unicorn. So look it up, Dino. Look up Squatty Potty and unicorn ice cream, and then you'll know what I mean. Oh, well done, Dino. That's really cool. G, thank you very much for saying nice hat. Thank you very much. It is a really cool hat. And I'm literally going to have to go in about 30 seconds because it's starting to get quite noisy down here. You got an apron, an apron and a bow tie. Nice. That is beautiful. But morning everybody. And I hope you can all come down to Tynemouth Market, those who know where this place is. So come down. All the stall holders are going to start setting up any second now. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely great. Again, it goes beyond those stairs, all these tables, like again. So, right, we'll have a really good day, guys. I'm going to end the stream there because I've hit our 30-minute target today. So thank you very much. Yeah, we'll actually talk to you soon. So I normally said the other provider there. On the podcast world, have a great day.